Hey guys, welcome to Animate, and today I will be showing you guys some of the top 10 isekai anime with an overpowered main character that you guys can watch in 2022. If you guys don't know what isekai anime is, then let me tell you that isekai anime is basically and then the main character shows everyone who's the boss, so now you get the idea. Let's move on to our list. On number 10 we have Isaki Cheat Magician. Taiki was walking to school one day with his friend Rin when a summoning circle suddenly appeared, transporting both of them to an unfamiliar fantasy world. Adventurers rescue them from a harrowing initial encounter with a monster, so the two decide to become adventurers themselves while figuring out why they were brought to the world of Altia. When they are both discovered to have abnormally strong levels of magic potential, the prominent wizard Lemia takes them under her wing and trains them. Shadow forces are moving to manipulate Taiki toward a grand goal, so he must use his cheats to seize control of his own destiny. On number 9 we have the misfit of Demon King Academy. 2000 years ago, Demon King Anath Voldigord sacrificed his life to end the brutal wars raging between demons and humans. In his final moments, he casts a spell that will reincarnate him in the far future, when he hopes that the two races will have worked out all of their pointless issues. Fast forward to that day, when an unassuming couple's newborn suddenly announces who he is, and within a month is a full-grown teen, ready to enroll in the Demon King Academy to prove himself as the Anath Voldigord. But history has a nasty habit of being written by the victors, and a few things have definitely strayed from the truth Anath lived, making proving himself much more difficult than he ever imagined. On number 8 the world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. The protagonist is an old man who had lived his life as the world's greatest assassin. Due to his advanced age, it was finally decided that he would be able to retire. However, the plane he was on was sabotaged and even his skills as the greatest assassin could not save him. When he died, he was awakened by a goddess who wanted to reincarnate him in a world of swords and magic because she needs his skill set to prevent the destruction of that world at the hands of the hero. Accepting this request, the protagonist awakens as Lug Twathida and swears to finally live his life to its fullest as a human being and not as a tool. On number 7 Cautious Hero, the hero is overpowered but overly cautious. Ristarte is a novice goddess who is placed in charge of saving the world of Giabrand from a demon lord by summoning a human hero. An S-class world, Giabrand is extremely dangerous, so Ristarte is careful to select a hero who will be able to prevail against the enemies. She settles on Ce Uriwaguin, whose stats are many times greater than any other contender. Unfortunately, upon summoning him, Ristarte finds to her dismay that he is ridiculously cautious of everything, including her. Refusing to even enter Gibranda's safest areas until he has trained to a level that he is comfortable with, Ce's reticence drives the goddess crazy. However, when the pair finally do set foot on Giabrand, events may prove this hero's caution is well justified. On numbers, on Tio, and others. On number 4 No Game No Life. Siblings Sara and Shiro together make up the most feared team of pro gamers in the world, who dominate various online games under the username blank. When they manage to beat God himself in a game of chess, they are sent to a world where all disputes are settled with games. Will they dominate the world they have been transferred to? Go watch the anime and find the answer yourself. On number 3 How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. Takuma Sakamoto is a hikikomori gamer who is mysteriously transported to the virtual world of his favorite MMORPG, Cross Reverie, with the appearance of his own character in the game, the Demon Lord Diablo. The two young girls who summoned him, the Pantherian Rem and the elf Shara, attempt to use a spell to make Takuma their servant, but due to his magic ring with the ability Magic Reflection, the spell rebounds, and both end up with magic collars stuck on their necks, thus becoming his servants instead. With a serious case of social anxiety, Takuma decides to act like his character while interacting with others, and makes use of his high stats and vast knowledge of Cross Reverie's lore to survive in his new environment, traveling along with Rem and Shara to look for a way to remove their slave collars, while helping them with their own personal issues that led them to summon him in the first place. On number 2, problem children are coming from another world, aren't they? 3 children, Sakamaki Izayoi, Kudo Asuka, and Kazukabyo, live dull lives because they possess unmatched psychic powers. One day, they receive an envelope that transports them to Little Garden, a place of supernatural powers called gifts. There, the residents use gifts to play high-stakes games known as gift games so as to earn wealth and prestige for their communities. So, the 3 children join the fallen no-name community and resolve to help it regain its prosperity. As they learn more about Little Garden, they decide to overthrow the tyrannical demon lords. On number 1, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Satoru Mikami is an ordinary 37-year-old corporate worker living in Tokyo. He is almost content with his monotonous life, despite the fact that he doesn't have a girlfriend. During a casual encounter with his colleague, an assailant pops out of nowhere and stabs him. While succumbing to his injuries, a mysterious voice echoes in his mind and recites a series of commands which he could not make sense of. After regaining consciousness, Satoru discovers that he has been reincarnated as a slime in an unfamiliar world. At the same time, he also acquires newfound skills, particularly the ability called Predator, which allows him to devour anything and mimic its appearance and skills. He stumbles upon Feldora, a powerful storm dragon, who has been sealed for the last 300 years for reducing a town to ashes. Feeling sorry for him, Satoru befriends the dragon, promising to assist in destroying the seal. In return, Feldora bestows upon him the name Rimuru Tempest to grant him divine protection. Now, liberated from the mundanities of his past life, Rimuru embarks on a fresh journey with a distinct goal in mind. As he grows accustomed to his new physique, his gooey antics ripple throughout the world, gradually altering his fate.